Alrighty, we should be live now. Hello, how's it going, everyone? My name is Mitchell Mander, and welcome to my live stream. My live discussion of episode 88 of Pokemon Horizons. We're doing it at a different time than normal, so I do apologize if it's at an unorthodox time compared to normal. Had a little bit of a busy day, so I didn't get a chance to do it earlier, but yeah. Next week's stream will probably be impacted too. So hopefully when we come back next month when the Mega Voltage arc starts, we'll kind of be at a regular time again. So, yeah, my apologies if I'm doing this at an inconvenient time. Just, I can't help it right now. Kind of dealing with a lot of things on my end, so we'll one day return to our normal schedule, so... Anyways, what we usually do here, if you're someone that's brand new and you're kind of coming across this stream for the first time, just a lowdown of what we do, I usually give it about 5-10 minutes for people to start showing up. Then after that, I usually go into my summary of the episode, give my thoughts, assign a rating, and then after that, I catch back up with the chat, and then we just chat for usually an hour and a half, depending. So... it's kind of what we do here. Another thing that I want to give another shout out to is obviously the music you hear in the background comes from a separate stream, the Video Game Study Lounge. I have a link in the description for it. It's basically lo-fi remixes of video game music along with some originals in there as well. Pretty cool stuff. I listen to it when I'm chilling out, reading, studying, working out, at work, need something to distract me from the workday. It's cool stuff. You should check it out sometime. Link in the description. Anyways, let's see who's all here. Looks like Pokefan's here. Tonight's going to be a big one, fam. No apologies needed. You got to do what you got to do. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Tamscoot will steal the stream. What's up, Thomas? Is everything okay? Not quite. If I'm being completely honest, things are kind of a little impacted at the moment. Next week's stream is gonna probably be we're gonna be in the same boat next week, but hopefully when we get to the Mega Voltage arc next month, we'll be back to a normal schedule, but I don't know if I can promise that yet. So we'll see where we're at in a month. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Also, we got about 8 people here. What's up, everyone? Got a pretty decent crowd here. If you guys do want to do me a favor and hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Let's try to get to 10 likes tonight, if possible. How's it going, Sharon? Welcome in. Yeah, we'll see where we're at in a month. I'll be real. I wanted to try to get this out by 8, but I was running a little behind because I got home around a little after 7, so kind of was eating while watching the episode and getting the stream set up. So, what do you think will happen to Frieda in the next episode? I was gonna save that for later, but. My 2 thoughts are either he will sacrifice himself to stay behind and he pretty much gets locked up with Lucius, or he's off to do some research into trying to, save Terrapagos and maybe, try to do something about the Explorers or whatnot. Since they are about to do something pretty bad that has a lot of pretty dangerous implications. If there is a times... What? Oh, you redacted that. I was reading that, Thomas. You're good, though. That floor got to evolve. I like Liko with Meowscar or Scarda. I call it Meowscarda, but I know it's Meowscarada. I just like calling it Meowscarda for short. Just what I'm used to. So my guess is Quaxwell and Crocodile will evolve in Arc 5. Yeah, maybe. Some people think Freed will... Yeah, no. We'll see what happens. Okay, hold that thought. We'll start back up where Kelsey left her comment. I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the episode, and then I'll resume with the chat afterwards. So, all right, let's talk about episode 88 of Pokemon Horizons. So, Liko, Roy, Dot, and Amethio versus Gibeon. So, I like how the episode starts off at that village underneath, or below Rikua. And that old lady was like, well, that's a sign that Rayquaza was definitely a bad omen, because something's about to happen. And I like how the other Rising Voltactors are also super worried. Interesting enough, I like how Orla is looking at that button. I feel like she's going to have to, hit that emergency button and come in and save the day. At least save Liko, Roy, and Dot. So anyways, yeah, pretty much the episode is pretty much Liko, Roy, Dot, and Amethio versus Gibeon. And for the majority of the episode, Gibeon is just stomping them, which makes sense. He's, the boss of the Explorers, and it's also a legendary Pokemon he commands. So obviously he was going to be, pretty powerful. So even with the four of them combined, they were just struggling left and right. Even with Terra, too, they just weren't really doing anything. Whenever they'd come up with something, like, they go, hey, we can use Charming Voice on it. We can try and, get it, Seemed like Gibeon was, one step ahead of them, and it kept using, a lot of its overwhelming moves, like Core Enforcer all the time. 1,000 arrows, 1,000 waves, just, slamming them with those moves. So, yeah. A couple highlights I like in the early part of the battle. I do like the moment where Liko ends up saving Amethio, or at least Florgato saves Ceruledge. And they basically have to remind him, hey, you're the one that asked us to help out. Don't fight alone. Thought that was a nice moment. Another nice moment was when they're about to get slammed again with Core Enforcer. Amethio actually has a Ceruledge use Phantom Force to basically shield all of them, and they're able to jump in and get their attacks in. I thought that was a pretty cool moment. But despite all that, it's just too overwhelming for them, and eventually they end up getting defeated. They're all out of their terrors, and it looks like it's Jover for Liko, Roy, Dot, and Amethio. And Florgato is basically standing up to Zygarde, and Gibeon's about to wipe out Florgato. And then Florgato is trying its hardest to protect them all. And Liko ends up running up to Florgato, and what was probably one of the best animated moments in the episode. Stands behind her partner Pokemon, along, Roy and Dot do the same, along with Amethio. And eventually it gets into a beam struggle with Zygarde and manages to not get blown away, and ends up evolving. So that was cool. So we got Meowscarada now. So cool. Knew that evolution was coming. So no surprises here, but it was a really cool moment. And then we have the last part where Amethio teams up with Liko and is like, alright, I'm going to create a path for you. You need to go in. So Amethio kind of, does one final attack to help Meowscarada get in. And it starts hitting Zygarde with a bunch of aerobatics. And it jumps up to do another Core Enforcer. And it seems like this is Jover for Meowscarada. But it ends up using its signature move, Flower Trick. And blasts Zygarde. Doesn't defeat it. It doesn't defeat it. However, the battle ends here, as it turns out that Zygarde was actually just testing Liko. Acknowledges Liko's strength, and, even though Gibeon's ordering it to attack it, ends up abandoning Gibeon, because Gibeon's just too far gone at this point. And I like how Lucius kind of gives a speech. It kind of like is the core thing about Pokemon, about how certain people don't have strong bonds with their Pokemon, and obviously, he just didn't understand his bond with his Zygarde, but it's because of the trainers and their Pokemon, their bonds, are what ties them together and makes them strong. And I like how Lucius, despite being 100 years old, and past times, was able to kind of figure this out. So that was cool. And then after this, we see Terrapagos in its stellar form for the first time. And it's getting ready, along with the 6 heroes, to purify the Requiem. So that's about to happen in the next episode. More on that in a little bit, but when it comes to this episode, this was a very good episode. This is an easy 10 out of 10 episode. Very good episode, really good battle, really good animation. I liked it. I mean, I do like that it was, in the end, it was Zygarde that was testing them to see if they were worthy, so that was cool. Forgato's evolution was awesome. Yeah, I'm just overall I'm satisfied with this episode. I can't think about anything I don't dislike about this episode. I don't think I dislike really anything. So 10 out of 10 for me, personally. So let me get caught up back on the chat. So Kelsey said, I have to say, I wonder if they would actually kill him off when it comes to killing off characters on pick, like, is it necessary or not? Assassin's Creed killing Desmond case in point. Do you think Roy will officially own Captain Pikachu? That's going to depend on what's about to happen. Since there's a time skip and Ash returns, does that mean that Ash will age? No, he's still 10. Yeah, probably. They kind of like mess with the timeline now, so I don't... That pretty much tells me, yeah, Ash isn't coming back in this series. Otherwise, he's going to be younger than Liko, Roy, and Dot. That would be kind of strange. I think he's going to bite the bullet. With Arc 5, we were getting a 1 hour special episode. Yep. 90-91. We got confirmation Cap is just being temporarily cared for by Roy. The capture ain't happening. Yeah. What's up, Keyless Dragon Ball? Welcome in. I thought when Cerulege used Phantom Force to shield all the Pokemon was cool. Yep. I do wonder if the time skip is a good idea either, because if it's necessary, there are two live-action show, one Tree Hill and Riverdale, and the time jump 4 years after they graduated high school. It's going to depend on how it's handled, and maybe why so much time has passed. Is there something that they've been trying to do, like research or something? Who knows? Because obviously, whatever happened in the next episode is going to tell us why. It's going to be a while before it's going to be there's going to be a little bit of jump in time. This episode is surprisingly very controversial and hated. Why? Really? There's a lot of people that like this one. Maybe it was because I was out of town, but all I saw online was a lot of people liked it. Back to Amethio. Pokemon stop Zygarde blast in its tracks is crazy. Yeah. Could have just ended it after they graduate. Okay. I'm going to say, because the complaints yesterday were just coming in waves. Really? Give it an 8.5 or 9? College doesn't work in shows. It felt a little slow in some places, but other than that, yeah. I can see that, but I still thought this was a fantastic episode, personally. Amethio's not there. I'm going to be very mad at the writers. Do you think that Amethio is going to be gone from the show? I mean, his arc kind of concluded here, but, like, at the same time, Spinel and the other explorers, are up to something, especially what Spinel's about to do. He's about to use Recurium on the hero Pokemon. They're about to go berserk. So, obviously, he's going to probably want to try and stop him. So, I imagine we're going to see what Amethio is going to look like after this time skip. He'll be a little bit older. I hope we still want Sango and Onyx to be prominent characters. I imagine though, if they're still hanging out with Spinel, then they probably will be. What's up, Melon? 10 out of 10 episode. Agreed. Steven, what's up? If you saw the trailer for episode 89, Lucius' Pokemon will get infected by the Recurium. Yeah, I saw it. Lucius' Pokeballs got lost in the Recurium. Yeah. It looks like 5 of them. I'm guessing maybe Roy still has Rayquaza's Pokeball, ancient Pokeball. I'm happy Roy is getting more focus now. Yeah, I think what's probably going to happen is that Roy, like Liko, essentially was the main protagonist of what I think is essentially part one of Pokemon Horizons. Now we're moving into part two of Pokemon Horizons, where we're getting a new character. Roy does look like he's more prominently featured so far. He was the first character that was shown with the shiny Mega Lucario, along with having taken after Freed and his design. But who knows? I need a little bit more info on that before we go on to the next arc. But it's possible that Roy is going to have a greater focus in part two of Pokemon Horizons, which could be why he's still considered like a main protagonist, co-protagonist alongside Liko. Maybe it was like part one focuses on Liko the most, and then part two is Roy, because like Roy's getting a rival. Alt is going to be joining the crew here. I want to see, because like I think what we might see like in an upcoming trailer is we might see some time skip designs for some of the other characters. I'm kind of excited for that. Like the other Rising Bolt tacklers. And maybe Amethio or someone, that'd be cool. They fall into the abyss. I think Roy's still going to keep Rayquaza. We'll see what happens. Basically, people are livid how much of a fraud Gibeon is, and that Spinel is taking over as the main villain despite them begging for this for ages. The Meowscarada evolution. And to them Zygardes. Who are these people, dude? I think they just hate the show, dude. Did they not watch the same episode I did? Because Gibeon was kind of, winning the whole time. And technically Zygarde didn't get completely defeated. It just kind of acknowledged their strength and then, was like, I'm out of here. I'm dipping. Once again, it's the characters proving themselves. Proving their strength. Do you think Roy getting a shiny Mega Lucario is controversial? Not really. I just want to see how he gets it. Like, we know he's getting it. It's just a matter of how he obtains it. That could be good or bad. That's kind of where I'm at with it. So I will wait and see. I'm kind of getting to the point now that I'm more of a wait and see person when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Because, like, a lot of people were not sure if Spinel was going to do something here at the end or not. And I was right. He's about to do something very bad. So, just got to wait and see sometimes. Yeah, like, I mean, when I make my videos, sometimes I bring up my concerns. But, like, sometimes those concerns get addressed in the episode. Sometimes not. It just depends. Like, he's getting a Lucario just because he loved Lucario since the move. I like that he's... Oh, I see what you're saying. You like that he got a Lucario. That's cool. Yep. I don't know anymore. I don't care. I'm finally used to it. I just don't get it. Because it's like, dude, like... Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd say don't hang around those folks. Because, like... I don't see anybody else, like, complaining about the show like that. Anyways, I think they should have given him a different Mega Pokemon. I mean, we just had Ash with Lucario. That is true. But now it's shiny. Like, again, I will say this. It's going to depend on how it's handled, how Roy gets it. Like, I don't want the arc to start and he just has it. That's going to be a problem, in my opinion. So, I just want to see the journey to where, how he gets it. Then we'll see if it's good or bad. I bet Freed gets trapped in Rakua. Possibly. By the way, what's up, Josh? Welcome in. Yes, the Lucario is definitely controversial, and many others personally don't want it. I will judge it when I see it in the show. That's where I'm at with it. Kid Angie, what's up? I'm worried about what will happen to Freed and Pagogo. We know Terrapagos is going to be dormant. It's Freed that I'm mostly concerned about. I want to see Anne after the time skip. Yeah! We get a time skip design for Anne. That's exciting. Maybe she'll actually be prominent now? Maybe. Probably not. I give up. Are Liko and Roy the same age as Ash? My assumption is yes, they are until the time skipped. Steven says, what Mega Pokemon do you think Liko and Dot Mega Pokemon? I'm not sure about Dot. A lot of people are thinking Gardevoir for Liko, but yeah, that kind of seems like, an obvious choice. By the way, guys, we got 17 people here. What's up, everyone? If you could do me a favor and hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. And also vote in the poll. Anyways, back to the discussion. I just want to say, let's see where I'm at. So Liko and Dot have to get a Mega Pokemon in Arc 5. They probably will. They're probably hiding it for now. Hope Dot and Liko gets Mega, but I know that they're not going to show everything. So yeah, we don't want to just know everything right off the bat. They'll tease a little bit, but we don't want to go too crazy with it. We'll give it time. I mean, Kilowattrel needs more development, and I feel like Mega Lucario will take away its focus. That's my concern. We'll just see what happens. That's why people were mad Zygarde just dips and everyone lost it, because, wow, you're a baby, Gibeon. Your partner just didn't want to fight anymore. My response to that is they clearly didn't understand, like, the meaning of the episode, the meaning of the character, and why Zygarde did that. So, to me, they're not watching the series properly. So that's my official response to that. My suggestion would be to, broaden your horizons and maybe, think about why certain things happen. Like, obviously not everything's going to be great and, executed to the best, but, like, yeah. That's where I'm at with that. Do you think this time skip idea is long overdue? Yes, but I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to be handled. I'm excited. A little concerned, but excited. Because it's still kind of exciting that Pokemon actually did this. I didn't think they'd do this in a million years, so this is cool. That shows that they can do this. Not just not with Ash. That pretty much to me kills Ash ever showing up. Otherwise he's going to be younger than them. I think Roy getting shiny Mega Lucario is too much pandering. I feel like it'll give Roy too much plot armor. Why not shiny Mega Gallade? Gallade would have been cool. Again, I just want to see how it's handled before I fully judge. It's good Roy gets a Mega Lucario. Yeah, it's cool. Since we saw Mega Charizard and leaks, will Freed get Mega Charizard? It depends if Freed shows up. And with Samurai, that'd be cool. I don't think giving Roy Mega Lucario is pandering at all. Oh. We know Liko is 13 and Roy is 12 and Dot is question mark. Oh, that's from that. Well, that information is still... I'd still take that with a grain of salt. Because that stuff that came from the Terror Week was not true. So, not to mention it's been debunked. So, I don't trust that stuff. Liko with Mega Lataria would be nice. That'd be cool. So, she'll be 15. No. People are saying it's a 3-year time skip, but that's unconfirmed. IGN made that up. Dot with Absol would be neat. Liko has to get Mega Lataria. That'd be cool. So the new character with the Mega Sableye will be Roy's rival. Yep. Hope Amethio gets Zygarde because his beliefs are exactly what Zygarde wants in the trainer. That would be really cool. I expect that to happen later on, though. But that would be really cool. People need to let Ash go and Josh move on. I don't like to tell people that, but like there are some people that are... I'm sorry. You got 27 years of material. That's plenty of stuff to watch, in my opinion. The series is trying something new, and it's doing a good job with it. At least in my opinion, it is. I'll say that there's another anime called Detective, where the characters stay the same age 25 years, and I think it should stay that way. I guess it depends on the series. I just feel like Mega Lucario is redundant. I mean, sure. And it's a shiny variant, so they're trying to differentiate it a little bit, but again, I want to see in the series how it's handled. Like, if it just shows up and it's like the first in episode 1, I might be a little bit bothered by that, but we'll see. It all depends on how it's handled. I feel like Coral Sango will get Mega Glade. That would be cool. Glalie, excuse me. I don't know why I said that. Not Glade, it's Glalie. My apologies. It's been a long day, y'all. Glad Mega Sableye is getting attention. Yep, it's cool. So if this is a 2-year time skip, or 10, they'd be 12. Probably, yeah. Depends on how long it is. Okay, yeah. And Sidon Onyx will get Mega Aerodactyl. That'd be cool. We just had a series where Ash has a... I'm not sure what you meant there, Thomas. I heard 2 years. Yeah, I'm waiting until we get like an official, like, hey, this is how much time has passed. All they've said right now is that a little bit of time has passed. IGN said 3 years, but they said that with literally like no proof. But it's IGN, so. Detective Conan, yeah, you're fine. Y'all think they're gonna just ditch Terra now? No, but now that we're moving into what is essentially going back to Mega, that might be more of a focus here. It'd be weird if they just dropped it completely. Personally, I'm sick of Lucario because we had Lucario in every series. Fair enough. Miraculous Holder 365. 10 out of 10. This episode was amazing. Agreed. Mulaney, Soren, Yarn, Cameron, Karina, Kukui, Ash, Roy. Yep. People say that 3 of them are 16 and 17. This I disagree. It shows only been like 2 or 3. I was gonna say, I'm like, Dot does not look 16 or 17. Dot at most looks like she's about 12, maybe 13. Liko doesn't look too terribly different. Roy's the one that looks the most changed. He looks like he might have grown a little bit. IGN, I guess, news. Yeah, it's IGN. You know, they're hit and miss. Look, Pokefan. There's just too much water and, Hoenn. So, 7.8. I guess. I thought the group would find out Crave would be Amethio's father. I don't think Crave is very relevant. Let's be real. Who cares about Crave? Like, it's cool that he's Amethio's father and the president of the company, but he's, besides that, not really too relevant to the plot. His literal relevance to the plot is that he is literally Amethio's dad. And was Freed's boss. You just hope Roy's Mega Lucario is strong, cause not gonna lie, Ash Mega Lucario was legit mid. I didn't mind him. It's just that like the prior series had this weird like focus at times, uneven focus. It's like, yay, we got Dragonite, yay, we got Gengar, oh, we get Riolu, and it basically just steals all the thunder. And it evolves in Lucario and then disappears for a while. Then it's back. And then we get a Mega for it. Definitely could have handled things better, but it is what it is, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Hope they get the Pokeballs back when they fall off the edge. I doubt that they're going to get it, to be honest. I think they're gone. Kind of hammering that, things are about to get crazy. And I knew that there was going to be something going on here. There had to be some twist. I kind of like that they're doing like a dark ending for this arc, honestly. For once, we don't have like a happy ending where it's like, hey, we saved the day, everyone. We're heroes. We stopped the villains. It's like we did it, but there's a twist. Things are about to go crazy up in Rakua. Crave is just there, yep. He might be down the line. And that's it. Moving on, yep. It's like, oh no. Anyways. People in chat, do you think someone in the cast will get Armor Rouge? I find it hard to believe that Ceruledge had so much focus and Armor Rouge will have done, I guess, nothing. I've kind of given up on it personally, but we'll see what the chat thinks. If Roy don't have his Lucario in an Ultra Ball, we riot. Yeah. If it's in a Pokeball, it's time to stop, Pokemon. Put them in Ultra Balls. You know as much as I do that trying to catch them in regular Pokeballs ain't easy. Have you watched Digimon? A little bit. I'm not the biggest Digimon person, personally. When does the new arc start, by the way? April 11th. We're going, after next week's episode, we got a 2-week break. Well, it'll be 3 weeks from the time this next episode airs to the next episode after that. It's going to be an hour special. This is essentially episodes 90 and 91. Great way to start the next arc. Okay, where was I? Or One Piece. I've watched a little bit of One Piece. From what I watched, it's pretty decent so far. If I ever get a chance, maybe. I know a certain somebody. He's not watching right now because I think he's busy, but I know a certain somebody would want me to either watch or read the manga. I think someone will loan Roy or Riolu when it evolves quick. I don't know. Honestly, I'm so happy Spinel is still a villain. I was mixed on what would happen. I told you something was going to happen. I knew he was up to something. For the longest time, the dude has been, doing his own thing. He's doing his own research. Amethio was like, dude, Grandpa, Spinel's going to try to do something. Spinel. Excuse me, Spinel. He's up to something. You need to open up and wake up. You're about to be backstabbed, which is literally about to happen. What gets me is how people now don't want Spinel as the main villain and want Gibeon. Then they haven't been watching the series because it's pretty clear that him and Agate have been plotting something. He wants to take over Rakua. Roy looks like he had a growth spurt. He looks a lot taller. From what we can see, it does look like that's the case, but I guess we'll see when we actually see him in the actual episodes. It's going to be kind of interesting if he's taller than Liko. I don't know, I think that'd be pretty cool. Do you think Anne will get a Mega Pokemon? I want to say yes, but I've kind of given up on Anne in the series because I just haven't done anything with her. I was hoping they would, since she was going to be in Terrestrial debut, I was expecting her to, do some things, but yeah, that didn't happen. Now you do? Y'all want it? All you wanted was Spinel. Yeah, exactly. I think Roy will have a deeper voice. I don't think so. He might have a slightly deeper voice, but there's a lot of characters in other Japanese anime that go through a time skip and they have the same VA. So my expectation is no, but the VA might go for a slightly deeper voice as he might be a little bit older. So we'll see. I wish Liko's second Pokemon used a psychic move to bring them up. Yeah, that'd be cool. When we get episode 90, 91 titles and summaries, you will do a video on that. Presumably. I mean, I kind of made a point to put it out there that, you know, there's things are a little bit rough on my end right now, but I think I should be able to do that. We'll probably have the episode titles and summaries here soon. So whenever we get that information, we'll have I'll have a video on that. But just keep in mind, got some circumstances on my end that might delay it a bit, but I will get to it. Don't you worry. Do you think Lucius's Pokemon will remain trapped in Rakua? It's possible that they're just gonna be under Spinel's control or like something like that. It's possible that they go berserk and he basically takes them. I don't know. We'll see what happens in next week's episode. I knew from the beginning Bro was shady as heck. I was just worried they were gonna scrap it, but I still had hope. Nah, I knew he was up to something. They didn't build all that up for nothing. That would have been a waste. Like if he did nothing and he just lost here, that would have been a waste of a character and waste of time, honestly. So him doing this and having this semi-dark ending, this is the way to go. I also like the fact that if Freed's getting taken out, that means the kids here are, the ones that are, the powerful ones. They're the ones that kind of have to take charge. I mean, the series has been building up to that, but I like it now. Freed's out of the picture. They got to, take things in their own hands, so that's cool. Sometimes you have to take a powerful character out like that in order to, cause the, main characters, to progress in their own way. Kind of like in Naruto with the third Hokage getting taken out earlier on. Even though Tsunade came in and was, pretty strong as well, but you get my point. Where was I? That needs to get a rival in Arc 5. That'd be cool. I still wanted Penny to be her rival, but I don't know about that. I have a feeling Dot will also get more focus, probably. I just wish she was upgraded to like main character. Even though she does feel like a main character now. We get Anne in season 5 and she's just in a nursing home, still young, with a bunch of wild people. That's funny. I wonder if Liko and Paul would get along as a rival. That's kind of an interesting choice for like character dynamics. I think Liko would be nervous around him. Probably be uncomfortable considering how Paul's liked. I really hope they will start catching a team of 6 after the time skip. We'll see. They could go in that direction now. Just hope some of their Pokemon, gets their developments and stuff. Because that would be bad if they didn't. Let's see, where are they? Great way to show us the newly aged up characters too. Yep. I mean Dot, not Liko. Oh, Dot and Paul? That'd probably be even more awkward. Dot would probably be like, get away from me. Like, well, what's your deal? Liko and Dot need to catch at least like 2 more Pokemon in Arc 5. I'm not holding my breath on that, but I expect them to at least get a new Pokemon, at least a Mega. Not gonna lie, new guy with Sableye feels like just another Ash Nemona since it said he's obsessed with battle. Yeah! I'm still in that, like, I kind of want to see what the character's like. I am a little nervous that I'm going to be annoyed with him. But that's how I felt about Roy in the beginning. I was like, I hope Roy doesn't annoy me, and I actually like Roy a lot. So maybe those concerns will go away when I watch the episodes. What a day, y'all. It's been a crazy day. You think that new character with the Mega Sableye will travel with Liko, Roy, and Dot? The implication is yes. It seems like he's part of the crew. It'd be kind of weird if he, shows up in the poster and stuff and isn't, traveling with them. But I guess we'll find out when, the episode airs. My assumption is yes, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. However, I will call BS if Roy drives the ship. Ludlow is the new captain. Huh. Roy driving the ship would be kind of neat, though. It kind of show that he is definitely taking after Freed and honoring him. By the way, before I go any further, I just want to say thank you all for being here. To those that are just joining, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button. We're almost at we're one away from 10 likes. Can we get to it? Also, vote in the poll. Currently, we're sitting at 21 votes. Not bad. And every single person that's voted so far has voted 10-9. That's actually pretty interesting. So if you could hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. It helps in the algorithms. How do you think that new character with the Mega Sableye will be handled? Don't know yet. I think he'll be kind of treated, he'll be treated as like a prominent character, for this arc. I guess we'll see if he's part of the crew now or not. If he's part of the crew, then yeah, he's like a character that's joining, for this part of the this part 2 of Pokemon Horizons. Crazy theory. New guy is just Freed, transformed into a kid, but looks different. And later revealed they can age him up again. Maybe it's like Bill. You know how Bill turns into a Pokemon? Maybe like something happened there and, Freed got mixed up in something. And they're like, oh, you got turned into a kid. Obviously, this is not what you look like when you're a kid. But hey, you're a kid nonetheless. So you just got to, grow up again. So, and you're going to look different. Sorry. The magazine said Tinkatuff gets developed off-screen during the time skip and is close to evolving with Heatram and Kilo getting nothing. I saw that. I said this before. I said this in my video the other day. One thing that they can remedy in this time skip is if they have flashbacks, like flashbacks to certain training moments from during, the in-between time between, the end of, the current arc and then Mega Voltage. That's how you can show, that's how you can actually, remedy, having time pass and showing, like, what they've done in the past. That's one way they could, fix that, but we'll see. Kilo was just doing nothing. He's just chilling. But meanwhile, Roy gets Mega Shiny Lucario, and Kilo's just like, yeah, guess I'll just stay in the Pokeball again today. I really hope they actually fix that in this next arc, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. New Kid Alt is giving me Gary Oak vibes, really. Interesting. I don't know what vibes he gives me. A little bit of Ash, maybe a little bit of Max, I think, which might not be a good thing since I don't like Max. But we'll see. What I don't want is Kilowattrel and Heatram to have gotten development off screen. Same. Again, they can show this in a flashback scene. That is literally one way they could, remedy this, but who knows. Roy will need his boating license. Hopefully they will get it first try on a certain somebody. that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, I think they'll go to Lumio City. Probably at some point. Hope we will see Roy's parents like outside of a flashback. That's what I've been wanting to see. If he is more of a focal character in this arc, that would be cool if that happens. Or they can have a montage. That is another thing they could do. Don't be too quick of a montage. But yeah, that's another possibility that they could do. Kilowattrel is gone the longest without getting a new move. Yep. I know. It's not good. It's not looking good for the burb. At least the burb's in the next episode. It's just a carrying Roy. You know, with Crocolar and Quaxwell down, you know, Roy and Dot, you could have taken out your other Pokemon. Same with you, Liko. Just saying. Okay, the episode is now a 9 out of 10 for that reason. Just kidding. Kilo is Roy's personal hang glider, and that's it. As long as Roy remembers to feed it, then he can stay in his ball. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's where we're at with that. Like, it's cool Pokemon, but it's just getting really bad treatment. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know kind of how I feel about it anymore. It's just, I've kind of accepted it at this point. I've stressed for a long time my problems with the secondary Pokemon, but the series just doesn't want to address it. I always say, well, hopefully the next arc they get better treatment, and then it never happens. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Would you like to see Amethio join the Tacklers after this or no? I doubt he's joining. I just think he's gonna do his own thing. Like, sure, he joined up with them here, but I don't think he's gonna join. If he was joining them, he would have been in that poster. I'm still in the belief he's going to do his own thing to combat Spinel and the other explorers. Him and his crew. You know what Naruto did to have to do the time skip? Yeah, and that time skip is still kind of a controversial one. Just because Naruto's development was he made a bigger Rasengan. Whereas some of the other characters, like Sakura, got like a major boost during the time skip. So yeah, time skips are hit and miss. They can be good, and I'm glad that Pokemon, did something like this. It definitely spices the series up. It's just gonna depend on how it's handled from here. Okay, I just have to say it. Please, writers, please have Roy and Lucario struggle with Mega Evolution like Karina instead of mastering it immediately with no consequences like with Ash. Yeah, I want to believe that, but I don't know. If I was the Horizon kids, I'd swap between my Pokemon. Yeah. I get that this series wants to focus on like specific Pokemon, but like if you're gonna build a team and have other Pokemon, like showcase them. Prior Pokemon series did that. I mean, the prior series had some problems with it as well. It's not beat around the bush. It's literally a problem that the previous series had. Remember Gengar kind of disappearing for a long time, and even in that one episode, it was kind of upset that it was just left behind by Ash. Yeah, so it's not like this is a Horizons only problem, but I think it's exasperated here because it's like, well, they only have like 2 Pokemon. Liko has 3, but you know what I mean. It sticks out a lot more than prior series. What if the Sableye trainer has Armor Rouge? That would be cool. I just don't know if that's gonna be a thing. If it was a thing, I feel like it would have been shown off in the Korokoro scans. Have Roy struggle with Mega Evolution and don't master it right away. Yeah. Just what Pokefan said. I can picture an older Roy going to drive the show, and Lulu being like the hands off the wheel. Do you think Amethio is a character who does respect the Volt Tacklers but does his own thing? Probably. Obviously, he's not going to butt heads with them at this point. Because he realizes what his grandfather wanted is not good. Is a problem. But he still wanted to help his grandpa in the end, you know? He was trying to tell him, like, hey, I felt it too, you know? In addition, I did notice that Amethio talked about possibilities at the end. So it makes me wonder what he's thinking. So that'd be cool to see if that gets explored later on, but who knows. All House did their time skip right. The final episode at the end, after the big villain was defeated. We skipped 4 years. Gotcha. Other Pokemon series had issues with developing certain Pokemon. Well, yeah, I know that. It's not like this is mutually exclusive to Horizons. I think every series has its own share of issues and, you know, certain Pokemon just not getting focus and stuff like that. Like, who does anyone really think about Pidgeotto to Pidgeot? Besides it showing up at the end of Journeys. It was pretty much a useless Mon for the majority of its run. So, it's just one example from the original series. I feel like Sun and Moon did the best Pokemon development-wise because each Mon felt equal. I agree with that. That one thing that I still like about Sun and Moon is that, like, even if the Pokemon were not like a major focus or whatever in the episode, it felt like they were always present. Like you know, Ash would wake up and go to school, and they'd be, you know, being fed in the morning. Like that was like, it's not like a big thing, but it's a nice little detail to show that, you know, they're here, you know, they're just being fed, you know, and Ash is off to school. They might not participate in like all the, you know, the trials that Ash does, but like they just felt like they had a good presence in the series. And I liked all of his Pokemon in that series. That's one of the few series I think they nailed all his Pokemon. Like probably the weakest one was probably like Melmetal, but even then I still kind of liked it. Go's Pokemon like Grookey had non-existent development. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. But that's just me. No, I agree with you, Pokefan. Some redemption arcs are too rushed. Some people say that about Naruto. Well, yeah. There's a few examples in Naruto where they've had some rushing with certain characters in their development. But yeah. X and Y and Sun and Moon developed the Pokemon better. Yeah, I'd say so. For the most part with X and Y. Noivern, I think, was kind of lacking a bit. I still like Hawlucha. That's one of my personal favorites. Amethio and What's Their Face is probably going to make their own explorers and go off on their own tails, maybe. Yeah, probably. By the way, what's up, Clawless? Hey, what's going on? How are you doing? I imagine you probably liked the episode. Oh! One thing I forgot to mention. After, you know, Zygarde, you know, split up at the end, that music that played, or the music that was playing, that was like super unique for Pokemon. Like, sometimes you feel like you're just watching a different animated series or anime. And then you're like, wait a second, this is actually Pokemon. That was another good moment from the episode. I forgot to mention that earlier. Like, Grookey could have had a better development with Ash. If Ash was going to get it. I wanted each, you know, Ash, Go, and Koharu to have each one of the starters, but that didn't happen. I'd kind of want Amethio and Liko's mother to hang out. He loved his mother. Yeah. I wish they delved into that a little bit more, personally. Never mind Ash, the time skip means they have to age all the characters. Imagine seeing an older Nimona and we still need an Arven arc. Yeah. Dang. Are we ever gonna get Arven? We really need him. I don't want him to just show up and do nothing. I will actually be mad if that's the case. I don't mean to call them what their faces, I just don't remember them half the time. Yeah, that is true. It's the same track that plays when they went over Gouging Fire. Really? I have to go back and watch that then, because I think I missed that. Have you watched Pokemon Consurge, or whatever, however you pronounce it? Yes, I have. I watched all 4 episodes, and I am waiting for season 2. It's pretty chill. Do you think we will see the other Rising Tacklers older? Do you think Murdoch's Rockruff would have evolved? I don't know about evolving, but I'm curious as to what their time skip designs are going to be. Yeah, we'll probably be getting that soon enough. My ideal scenario was always Ash, Grookey, Go, Scorbunny, Chloe, Koharu, Sobble. Yep, that's what I wanted. I said that a long time ago. I said that like 5 years ago, bro. I think I have, if you go back, you can actually probably find video evidence of me saying that. Older Nimona, yep. We could get more on Amethio's mother down the line. That would be cool. I just don't know if that's going to be a thing, but who knows. Be cool. We got a little bit, but yeah. Liko, like I want to see Arven with his Mastiff. Me too. We still haven't seen Mastiff in the anime, actually. To my knowledge, at least. And we can get an older Professor Sada and Turo. Wait a minute. What? If they're actually a thing. I don't even know if Raiden and Koraiden are ever going to be a thing in the anime. I feel like the boat's kind of sailed with that, but who knows. But it's no surprise I effing love this episode. Yep, me too. We're in the same boat. This one was a fun one. I really liked it. Well, in Naruto, none of the adults aged that much as far as appearance, so I don't know if they will either. A little bit. Some of them changed slightly. Obviously, it's only I think it was 2.5 year time skip. So there's only slight changes with certain characters. I even made a whole fan art for this occasion. Nice. I think I saw it. I'm only on Twitter. I'm on there, but I'm also not on there, all the time. So I probably saw it. I'll go and check it out here in a minute again. Was it Meowscarada? I think I did see it. I just was scrolling through my stuff fast the other day. Do you think we will get those new characters from ZA to appear in Horizons? Maybe. Mitchell, after stream, I'm going to post a pic I found on Discord. So perfect and adorable. Nice. I look forward to it. Will we see AZ and his eternal Floret? I don't know. It's on your Twitter. I will check that out. That joke was honestly dark. I'm sorry, Narvin, buddy. Yeah. Yep. Let me actually see if I can find it now, Clawless. I'm going to look it up right now in real time. If I can actually, type. Yep, there it is. I'll repost it. No, it's not retweeting, it's reposting. I still call it retweeting. Retweeting. Is the Amethio and Zuko comparison that accurate? I kind of think Amethio is more quiet and less angry than Zuko. I would say probably. Now you sent the picture now? Let me take a look at what you put on here, PokeFan. Let's see. Where is it at? Anipoke. Oh, yeah. I've seen this one before. Yeah, it's really nice art style. I like that. I don't hate Amethio, his dad, but I don't know how I feel about someone who leaves the hired help to take care of a kid and not them. Yeah, it's kind of a scummy thing to do. Gotta love it when rich people do that. Masquerada is my darling. I love her design, and I have a Masquerada X in box. Nice. That's cool. Love that art. Oh yeah, I already read that. When Florgato evolved, did you notice that her evolution energy was shaped like a leaf? Yep, that seemed pretty intentional. Oh my gosh, it's Fizzle Wizard. You're actually here. I wasn't expecting a Mega Lucario, but I'm glad Liko didn't get it, so she can be more distinct from Ash. Yeah. People call them, compare them a lot, so gives them a little distinction there. Do you like Masquerada? That's pretty cool. I still think the Fuecoco line is still the best from Gen 9. Personally. That reminds me of what's gonna happen to Hamber. He's gonna be in for a major shock when Amethio tells him, "Hey, you've been lied to." Gibeon is, not telling you the whole truth. But he might be a little devastated, especially if Gibeon bites it. Also, she is incredibly fun to draw. That's cool. Unfortunately, I'm not an artist, so I just enjoy art. Yes, Fizz, you are real. She always provides a challenge when typing or trying to draw the masks. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably gives you a little. It's probably a little tricky, but I like the mask. You don't love the water duck, Mitchell? He's Quaxley. I think I like Quaxley. I think I'm one of the people that, because like a lot of people don't like its final evolution. I don't mind it. It's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. Just feels like he cares about work than his kid. I wonder if workaholics should have a kid. At least Roy's parents had a good reason. Yeah, that's kind of, that's CEOs and stuff for you. Care about making their monies instead of, taking care of their families. I get it. You're busy. You gotta make money, but yeah, no. At least take some time to spend with your family. I feel Hamber is holding on to that call to give Amethio, or that cell to give to Amethio later if he gets Zygarde. Yeah, probably. There's got to be a reason behind that. Me who has a Quaxley, Quaxwell, and Quackvol, however you pronounce it, plush. Nice. So Gibeon has that tube in his back and then injects the Recruit energy into him to keep him alive. Yep. And I don't think he's going to have that anymore, so rip Gibeon. Lol. Masquerada is a great for dramatic movement. Nice. So who is your favorite starter out of all the mainline games? That would be Litton. Because it eventually evolves into Incineroar. You know this, Fizz. So we see Gibeon breaking down in episode 89. Yeah, he's probably realizing, he's realizing he got betrayed. You think this is the end we see of Lucius? Maybe. If we come back here, maybe he'll show back up, but who knows? I kind of feel like this part of the story has come to an end, so we're on to something brand new after this. Essentially part 2 of Pokemon Horizons. CEO, crappy, egotistical owner, yeah. Sounds like a certain somebody, it's super rich, that has a lot of kids that he doesn't really care about. He also likes exes too, so yeah, There's that. And her signature move was absolutely stellar, 100 times better than the games. Yeah, I agree. It looked really cool. Why did I even ask? Should have known. Giovanni, hey, welcome in. You don't like Incineroar. Why? He's the best Pokemon of all time. Come on now. Zygarde was a real homie through and through. Yep. He was just disappointed that his trainer, went down the wrong path. You think Spino will kill Gibeon? I don't think he's going to kill him. It's just, at this point, he's no longer any use to him. So he's just going to let him get, probably, buried by all the chaos that's about to ensue. Gibeon's meltdown after Zygarde abandoned him made me audibly laugh out loud. Yeah. I like that evil laugh he had, earlier in the episode when he was going to take down, Florgato. He had the evil villain laugh. He was like, ho, 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 ho. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing, that's what. Dang, 25 views and not a single person voted outside of 10 or 9. Kind of shows that people like this episode quite a bit. Question, will Amethio get a Mega Pokemon? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I absolutely love that Zygarde gaslit Gibeon the entire time and pulled one last gaslight to test Liko. Yep. Gotta love it. Gibeon's like, oh, you joined me, but alas, it was not. It was just a ruse. Sorry, Gibeon. You were used. Wait, since we destroyed the Requiem in Rakua, that means Bro is out of fuel. Yeah. Rip Gibeon. I think Gibeon will die from the collapse in Rakua. Yeah. Amethio might try to save him, but we'll see. So rip Gibeon. Rip Gibeon, 100 years ago, 2025. So he was hanging around in 1925. He was 20 years old back then. Thought it was a good episode. I wonder what Emerald thought of it. Don't know. I enjoyed the battle. Yep, me too. Also, I'm super excited for the time skip, even if it's a few years. This is completely unprecedented. Yeah, I didn't think the series would actually do this, but they actually did it. They actually, did something. I really like Litten and especially Torracat, but I just remember that Incineroar really disappointed me. It looks way too uncomfortably human for me. There's a few other Pokemon that kind of fit in that category, though. Hello, Beast Mode God. Thanks for the laughing emojis. Let's just not spam, please. Do you think we'll see any X and Y gym leaders appear in this series? We'll see. That might, kind of start to, cross into, previous, or the previous series territory if they do that. Gibeon, Amethio, help me. Amethio, here's your wheelchair. Puts him in, and then pushes him off a cliff. Oh my gosh! Dang, Amethio. Didn't need to go that far. Facts, they definitely needed a time skip. I mean, it's still kind of surprising that we have it. I'm still kind of in shock that it's actually a thing. But hey, as long as it's, properly executed, I'm all for it. Out of all the new designs, I like Liko and Dots equally, and Roy is my least favorite, but mainly because it looks like a lot emptier compared to his previous one because the vest he has adds a strong volume. to the design and shape. I guess I disagree a little bit, just because I do like the fact that like he's repping Freed's like jacket and stuff like that. Shows that he looks up to him and stuff, and he's honoring him, so to say. So yeah, I do like Dot's design a lot. I think that's my personal favorite after kind of thinking about it for a while. Liko's is okay. Not too terribly different from what she was before. There's been people who's been praying Clement and Bonnie and Serena return, and I'm like, why? Yeah, that's a huge stretch, dude. Wasn't the time skip talked about in the Terror Leak? Although I wasn't sure they actually did go through it. The Terror Leak was debunked a while back. The stuff that they supposedly had for Horizons, like the majority of it is not even true. But literally that got debunked a while back. A bunch of the stuff that came out about the anime was not true, so I would not trust the Terror Leak except for like a few things, because the person that was spreading a lot of stuff either made up a bunch of stuff or like spread a bunch of false information. So just something to consider. So Quaxwell does not need to get a new move until it evolves. Same with Croclar. Do you think so? If you're going to do cameos, do it in a way that makes sense, not fan servicing. Yep. Quite interesting to see how it'll be implemented besides the new designs. Yep. I get that, but then why not puff up the Frida-esque jacket? That's what it really needs. Oh. I think I see your point. Pokefurlick said Dot's new design looked absolutely crap. Well, he's wrong. Karina might return. I feel like we need to kind of hold our breath on certain characters coming back at the moment. I do think if they do show up, it's going to kind of mess with things, though. I do expect them to go to Lumio City, but, like, will they even interact with any, like, prior characters? Hard to say. Or they might make, like, a cameo in the background or something, It's way too thin. Gotcha. It's been a day since I've looked at the design. I should probably look at it again. Headroom should get Psychic and Reflect. That'd be cool. Give Kilowattrel Discharge and Air Slash and Charge Beam. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think should have had Dot with her hair fully up. Really? I think her hair is fine. Personally. Looks a little bit smoother. Imagine new guy has just Sableye and nothing else, but said Sableye is so busted he didn't need another Pokemon. It's a level 100. Nothing can stop it. Also, I definitely see Liko getting a Mega, but I think the reason we're not seeing much for her is because the Mega could be a new one for ZA. Fair point. They're obviously going to want to safeguard that stuff, so that's a possibility. Or it is a Pokemon that, we might already be familiar with, but who knows. I think they wanted to show, like, shiny Mega Lucario art just to be like, oh, this is happening in the new series. I don't expect the Mega Voltage to just completely take place in Kalos, so we'll probably still be traveling around. But obviously, we're probably going to go there for, like, Megas and stuff. I wonder if adding this alt character is good or not. Do we need a new member? We will find that out soon. Whether the decision for this new character is going to be good or not. I think it's going to be hit or miss, personally. You think we will see new Megas from ZA appear? Probably. if we are in fact getting some new megas, which we probably are. Hold on, water break. Sorry, had to hydrate. Make sure you're hydrating, folks. Honestly, this may be a hot take, but I feel Liko doesn't need another Pokemon. She has 3 and Roy will have 3, so perfect balance. Dot, I don't mind her getting one more. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'd like them to have like more Pokemon, or like a Pokemon that megas. Dot could use another Pokemon, especially if a Tinkatuff is going to be evolving soon. I feel like Alt is only there to promote Mega Evolution stuff. That's just the vibes I get. Probably. I mean, usually if they're going to create a character, that's why. I mean, let's be real. Go literally was created because, hey, he's Pokemon Go the character. Watch him just catch every Pokemon with a Pokeball. When you have all these other balls that are, like, you know, better, just give him a regular Pokeball. It'll catch everything. That would be neat if they gave Liko and Dot one of the ZA starters with their new Megas. Which Pokemon do you think would fit them? I don't want Liko to get like Chikorita or something like that. I kind of want them to switch up the typings. So maybe like Liko gets like Totodile or something. I don't know. Or Roy gets Totodile. Maybe Liko gets Tedpig and then Dot Chikorita or something. That'd be cool. I'm curious if we're going back to how X and Y made Pokemon wear special gear to Mega Evolve, or if we're going to the Sun and Moon Journeys route where the Mega Stone is just hidden and just spawns out of thin air. Yeah, I don't know. I'd prefer the former, but we'll see. I think Liko with Totodile, Dot, Chikorita, and then Roy gets Tedpig, though. He's already got a fire starter. I feel like my scenario would be better, where it's like, you know, Roy, Totodile. I mean, I guess Totodile would be a little, also be kind of a little generic for Roy because he's already got Fire Croc. He'd just be getting Water Croc, so might be a little bit, yeah, that might actually be a problem. Liko, Totodile, Dot, Chikorita, or Dot with Tedpig, and Roy gets Chikorita. Maybe. It would have to be Liko, Totodile, or Tedpig, Roy, Chikorita, or Totodile, Dot, Tedpig, or Chikorita. Yeah, maybe. I still think they should have done more than just like 2 from Johto and 1 from Unova. Literally, we had 1 from Gen 2 and Gen 5 in Arceus. We just took care of the rest of the Johto Mons. And we're like, only need 1 more of the Unova one for the next Legends game. Honestly, I feel as though the ZA starters will have Calcian forms. Not sure if they're Omegas. Nothing has been confirmed yet. Yeah, we don't know. They could have different forms, kind of like an Arceus. I think some people are wondering if Meganium is going to have like a Grass Fairy typing. I've seen people speculate that. Because in the when we got the news, it was using Chikorita had a Fairy type move, or I want to say. So a lot of people are wondering if that's the case. That would actually be a really cool typing. Meganium, excuse me. I don't know why I called it that. Ignore what I said. Meganium. I don't know. It's been a long day, y'all. Extra tired today. I would have done Snivy, Piplup, and Linton. That could work. I know we just had... And so it's Gen 5, Gen 4, Gen 7. I kind of want some of the other gens to get some representation in the Legends games. I would have done Snivy. Okay, I already read that. Sorry. Personally, I would have done Chikorita, Tepig, and Poplio. Or Snivy, Litten, and Totodile. So basically Gens 2, Gens 5, and Gen 7 again. I mean, we can't touch Gen 6 because this is taking place in Kalos, so... Kind of stuck there. You know, I lost track of time. I didn't realize we've been going on for over an hour. But it doesn't matter. It's a little bit later than usual, so... have a little bit more time. Usually when I do my streams, I go on, 2 hours. Whenever my gaming streams will resume. Okay. I kind of hope we don't get Grass Fairy just because it makes people who want it sad because it's always Grass Fairy in fan games and is old. Yeah, I mean, at least it gives it something, right? Meganium really needs it. It needs something. You think we will see that new rival character from Legend ZA appear in Arc 5? I don't know. I'm a little bit... I'm feeling like no at the moment, but we'll see. Obviously, we don't really have like much information for this next arc yet, so who knows? We don't even know what it's gonna fully comprise of. We just have bits and pieces right now. So I'm gonna need some more information before I can come up with some stuff about what's gonna happen next. Honestly, I would have preferred them over Alt. Yeah, but the anime likes to introduce anime original characters as of late, so I know why they did what they did. Embor should get Fire Rock, and for Alligator, Water Dragon. I feel like Dragon might be a little too ambitious for the starter, but who knows. I feel like the new characters from ZA should appear in the anime. We'll see. You think Freed will die? Okay, I don't necessarily think Freed's gone. My two theories right now are either he basically sacrifices himself to save the kids and he ends up getting sealed alongside Lucius or something like that. So they have to try and like figure out how to break him out. Because Terrapagos goes dormant, so they have to try and, figure out, okay, how do we save Freed and get him, out of there? Or the other thing is he's gone off to do, like, research in order to figure out how to reawaken Terrapagos. So he's just away. But I feel like they've kind of gone out of their way to be like, okay, Captain Pikachu is temporarily, under Roy. And, like, they have, like, his stuff. So it's like, it kind of implies that something did happen to him. I understand why they can't kill him, but what reason is there for him to come back? I don't know, maybe it's just a reason to, it gives the characters a reason, to eventually try and save him or something. I don't know. At least they have, like, a goal for the rest of the series. Because, like, the whole point of the series up to this point was to get, Terrapagos to Rakua. And obviously, things didn't go so well. And we got the 6 hero Pokemon just going berserk and just attacking one another and destroying Rakua. So maybe they just need to save Freed. And the thing is, I've been kind of wanting this entire series. I've been wanting, Freed to be in a situation where the kids have to literally save him. And it seems like we might be getting that, so yeah. I don't know, that's just my thoughts. Some I can't say the word. Some early thoughts before we go into this next episode. In the poster for Arc 5, we see Captain Pikachu wearing Freed's goggles, so my guess is Freed disappears somewhere, yeah. Honestly, definitely gonna be a hot take, but I just wish Rayquaza would go with Roy, because there's been no bond established, and more importantly, if we focus on Megas, why not have it been Roy working on getting Mega Rayquaza instead of Lucario? Maybe that will happen down the road. Maybe it, like, after this happened, you know, like, I don't know if Rayquaza is going to get, you know, taken over by the Requiem, excuse me. But maybe, they have to reprove themselves or something, and I don't know. I don't know what the deal is going to be. It's kind of hard to say at this point, but Mega Rayquaza would be really interesting if they went that route. Eventually. If he is to come back, then you need a good reason, enough reason to have him stick around once it's revealed he's okay. He's got to do something of substance. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. That's a fair point. Or maybe he, you know, decides to do something different at the end of the series. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in, you know, next week's episode. Whether, you know, Freed's like gone permanently or just sealed away. Who knows? Imagine Roy with both Mega Shiny Rayquaza and Lucario. Yeah, the dude would be busted. Make his goal feel pointless if he's focusing on Lucario and not Rayquaza. Yeah, you know, that's a fair point. It just depends on what happens here. Like, is, you know, Rayquaza out of his grasp for now? Is it stuck in its Pokeball? Who knows? We'll find out more. Furthermore, his return could result in the kid's development. His return could result in the kid's development matter. That is true. Spinel might keep the heroes and use them as his personal attack dog bodyguards, if you get my gist. Yeah. It would make him, like, really dangerous. Which is why they need to, you know, get stronger than they even are currently. Will you do a video going over the full new trailer for the Arc 5? When we get it, I probably will, as long as something doesn't come up that prevents me from doing it. Just keep in mind that things are a little bit, you know, on edge for me right now, so I will try to make a video on it when, you know, I have an availability and I'm not caught up in something. We'll just say that. I feel as though the poster is making people have too many expectations for Roy. Yeah, it is setting him up to be, you know, kind of like the next, you know, the focal point in this part 2 of the series, but hey, who knows? I think Spinel will control the hero Pokemon and use them to attack for his own evil ways. Probably. I mean, he's probably going to take a while because, like, the Requiem probably got, like, you know, mostly destroyed by Terrapagos, I'm guessing. So he's going to use what little Requiem he has to try and, you know, eventually maybe spread it. I want to know what the dude, like, actually wants. Like, what is his end goal in all this? Like, world domination, you know, controlling people, Pokemon, or just causing chaos in general? Expectations for Roy are definitely high. Yeah. I would prefer Roy would have a mature moment and let Rayquaza stay with Lucius, but nope. No, we're gonna have stay with him despite its bond being super weak compared to Liko and Terapagos, who are close. Well, we're kind of in a bit of a situation, though. You know, Spinel's about to do something that's gonna cause everything to go into chaos. So maybe we'll get that bond eventually, but who knows? I know Roy is a protagonist, but Liko honestly still feels incomplete as a character, and I feel like there's more opportunities for Liko for this time skip development-wise. I mean, sure. They're not gonna just fall her to the wayside. I just think that there is a chance that, like, this was their intention to be like, okay, Liko is the focal character in part 1, and Roy is the focal character in part 2. That might have been their intention in the first place, which is why Roy is considered a protagonist alongside Liko, a main protagonist. I mean, a lot of it is speculation at this point. We don't know for sure. We'll know soon enough, like, how this next arc goes, but it does give the feeling that he is kind of more of a focal character here, but I don't know. That could change. Depends on what the writers want to do. I don't want Liko to fall to the sideline development-wise for Arc 5. Like, I don't think she's going to fall off completely. I think there's still room for development. It's just there's a chance that Roy takes over, for this part of the series. Everything is still mostly told through her perspective. That is true. We just don't know what part 2 of this series is going to do. We'll see, though. Whew. Sorry if I seemed like I was complaining, by the way. I just think Lucario is going to probably take away way too much spotlight because of the Bourbon Crocodile and Rayquaza to suffer for it. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong there, Pokefan. Again, I'm kind of a let's wait and see kind of person at this point. It's just where I'm at now, because I see people, unhappy with where the series is at. At certain points, they're just unhappy with certain things. Or sometimes I have complaints that end up getting resolved in the series itself. So I'm kind of a wait-and-see person now. For all I know, they end up handling it fine, but, I do get that concern. It still might happen. Not to mention the fact that Roy wasn't properly introduced until episode 4 in that decision, sorta. Why I say that. I get that. I'm just saying, like, I still feel like that there is still a possibility that Roy is the main focal point in this part of the series. But I don't know. It's all going to depend on, where the series moves on from here. Like I said, that could have been their intention from the beginning. The writers. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I think Terapagos won't be awake from its dormant state till the end of Arc 5. It might even be longer than that, honestly. Maybe it goes on to Arc 6. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just glad Terapagos is going back into its ball because to show it ain't being released or anything. It kind of reminds me of Iris and Excadrill, just a little different scenario. Yeah, it's using a lot of energy, so it's got to take a long nap. Unfortunate, but, if you got to try and prevent the world from being destroyed, you got to do what you got to do, right? It's a shame because I would have liked to see Terapagos battle more. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Anyways, this was amazing, but I don't have any more to say. No, you're good, Clawless. I'm glad you were here. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and, hey, you're always welcome here. You can come and chill anytime you want. I know things are going to be in a little bit in flux right now just because I have some personal things going on in my life, so next week's live discussion might be at a different time as well, whether it's Saturday or a different day, but yeah, just a heads up. And then we got our break, obviously, so hopefully by the time, the break is, hopefully when we're back and we're doing Mega Voltage, we'll be back to normal, but who knows. Trapagos legit said, alright, I'm gonna pretend to be a bear now and hibernate. Good night, fam. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it sounds about right. I think Trapagos won't be awake till sometime during Arc 6. That's a strong possibility. Dexter, hey, what's going on? Hello, and this episode was perfect. Also, I think Pagogo and Trapagos should become a gem Liko wore before, like the pendant. Be nice, but it looks like it's taking a nappy nap in its Pokeball. What's up, Christopher? Hey, welcome in. How are you doing? Well, good luck on next week's episode. We'll all need it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Alright, Clawless. Thank you once again for joining. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Always have a great conversation. Hurlster, what's up? This episode was great. Also, yo, what's up? What is up? What is up, yo? Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. Just take the time really quickly to say, if you guys could hit that like button, I would appreciate it. And also vote. We got 30 votes, and every single person that voted 10-9. Wow. A lot of people like this episode, and for good reason. I imagine Liko will non-stop spam Flower Trick now like she did Leafage and Magical Leafy. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty strong. So, not a bad strategy. Can we get it to go and fight against Katie's Teddy Ursa? And then use that on it? Like, here's my revenge for you beating me way back when. Boom. Flower tricked right in the face. How do you think Roy will use Mega Lucario to battle Mega Sableye? Use moves and stuff? I don't know what you mean, Sharon. I mean, I obviously imagine Roy would be a little strategic in his battles, I would imagine. And then Ult's gonna be like, wow, you beat me, you're so strong, Roy. I'm gonna beat you someday, though. I think Masquerada should get rid of Magical Leaf for Leaf Storm. Yep, maybe it will. Oh, I made a I thought you said hypocrite. Hypothetical. Sorry, long day. Can't read. Hypothetical picture of what Roy's Lucario would look like having yellow gold aura. I'll have to post it after the stream. I think I might know what you're talking about. That would be cool. Be a Super Saiyan, though. Did you know that Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, also voices Lucario? What? Hopefully not do what Ash did with his Mega Lucario, right? Speaking of moves, Sableye is immune to fighting, so Roy's screwed. Oof. He's gonna have to figure something out or get away. Get around that somehow. So Lucario will need to steal move. Yeah. Maybe also give it a dragon move. Dragon Claw. Dragon Pulse. Remember Ash's? It had 3 fighting moves and then Bullet Punch, meaning it only had Bullet Punch for ghost types. Yep. Yeah, I remember. Do you think Liko realized the new flower trick when it was used? Because Liko didn't command Meowscarada to use flower trick. Yeah, probably knows it now, and knows it's pretty strong. Hold on, gotta hydrate again. Huh. If Lucario had Scrappy, that would have been useful. Yeah. Shadow Claw could be cool for Lucario. Yeah, I'd like that. That'd be cools. Just finished the episode. It was great. Oh, you just watched it? Oh, yeah. It's a good one. Definitely one of the best Horizons episodes, in my opinion. Lucario getting a ghost or dark type move would be neat. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sorry, headache just randomly hit me. Yeah, its only weakness is fairy, so hey, Crocodile, your time to shine again, buddy. Sorry, Burb. Yeah, rip Burb. We love you, though. Justified HA Lucario. Or justified Ha Lucario. Whew. Wow. We've been going on a little bit longer than we usually do. We can keep going for a little bit longer. Do you think they could give Roy a justified Lucario? What if they did? That'd be something, right? Since the anime is giving Pokemon hidden abilities more, yeah, that would be cool. That's a good point, Sharon. The anime has been doing that a lot lately, so that's what they could do. Something they could do it. Also, Alt Sableye should have Prankster as its non-mega ability, because Alt could screw Roy over with priority dual screens or a paralysis burn. That's true. Huh. Also, Alt Sableye should have Prankster. Oh, wait. I already read that. Sorry. Okay. What else you guys got for me tonight? Hidden ability also, Lucario being part steel type means Lucario can turn the tables on fairy types. Good point. Could be a little useful, I'd say. I'm just glad Mega Sableye is getting some love. Yeah. A lot of people are happy about that. Liko's Florigato is probably one of the toughest Pokemon. Oh, yeah. It's gotten a lot stronger. It really has come a long way, honestly. I think Bolt Absorber competitive as an ability could help things. Magic Bounce is going to be situational. Mega Lucario with adaptability. Could be good. Sorry, I was just enjoying the music. Alrighty, what else you guys got for me? Adaptability boost moves if the user's type, so extra stab bonus, nice. Now I hope it isn't just all the popular Mega Pokemon. Hope some of the less popular ones are showcased. We'll probably see several of them. But you gotta show off some of the popular ones, because you gotta sell it. I think Coral Songo should get Mega Galele. I wouldn't be surprised if she does. She Terras like one Pokemon, then she Mega evolves the other. Be cool. Do you think Liko's Meowscarada's ability is Overgrow or Protein? I don't know. We haven't seen it, so not sure. Ooh, Amethio with a Mega Absol. That would be cool. I think that works too. Mega Cameramp and Man Electric, and then Man Electric. Can't speak, can't pronounce. I know which Pokemon you're talking about though. Yeah. Mega, I don't know anyone. Hot take, but I think it is an underrated design. That might be an interesting one. Their starter Pokemon all have their default abilities. That is a good point. It's confirmed their abilities are Overgrow from Meowscarada. Crocodile has Blaze. Quaxwell has Torrent. Oh. Good to know. Would have been neat if Quaxwell had Moxie. Alright, since we still got 12 people here, if you haven't already, hit that like button and vote in the poll. We have currently 31 votes, and everybody so far has voted 10-9. Okay, I think go on just a little bit longer than we'll probably call tonight. This Chocobo? Lo-Fi D Chocobo, I love it. It was confirmed. Oh wait, actually no, I'm jumping a little bit far. Unaware is really good on Skilly-Dirge. Makes it immune to stat drops, and the opponent's stat boosts don't affect it. That's a really good one, yeah. It's confirmed when their Pokemon were distributed as mystery gifts in the Scarlet Violet games. Yeah. Only the events in the new anime will tell and show what new Pokemon characters will get and Mega Evolve. Yeah. Protein, though, would only work once per battle in the anime. Yep. A little bit of a limit there. We didn't used to be so good before Gen 9. Yee. I'd say we go another 10 minutes and we'll probably call it a night. Type swap with every use. Still got 10 people here. What's up, y'all? Because the constant switching out of Liko's Pokemon would not work. Yeah. Especially since she has a pretty limited stat amount of Pokemon anyway, so might be problematic. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting a little sleepy, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go now. It's been fun like always. Next week is gonna be fun. Gonna be real fun. Take care and always have a lovely day or night. Alright, Pokefan, thank you once again for joining, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. It's always a pleasure. So we'll see you later, bud. I'm a bit tired too. You're fine, Harlster. There are abilities we never saw in the anime. Yeah, there's a lot of things that the anime hasn't done. There's still some Pokemon that are missing too. Wish Liko, Roy, and Dots would somehow get a hold of ability patches for their Pokemon in the new next season of the anime. Yeah, it might be a little tricky to do something like that, though. Okay. Well, it seems like we're starting to wind down. We got 32 votes, though. Dang. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we get on out of here? What ability would Dot's Tinkatuff have? I don't know. It's hard to say. Because we did not see it with Mold Breaker. Yeah, it didn't break the mold. Yeah, we got into interesting discussion on abilities. Oh yeah, it's probably been brought up, but Zygarde was interesting. Yeah, I liked it a lot, actually. In fact, I actually really like this Zygarde. It really differentiated itself from, the previous Zygarde from, X and Y. Squishies. What other Paldean characters would you like to see in the anime? Let's get Arven and actually, actually have him do something in the series. This one definitely was. I will say it betrayed Gibeon once and then twice, and the Gibeon for some reason didn't think of it betray him after the third one. Right? At that point, Zygarde realized his trainer was far gone. Too far gone. Oh yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Okay. Anything else, guys? Kind of at the last call for anything now. Give it another minute here. Zygarde was helping the main characters this whole time. Yeah, it was testing them, kind of like the hero Pokemon. Okay. Is there anything else before we get on out of here? You think we'll see new Zygarde forms in the anime? Hard to say. Kind of unlikely now, but yeah, we'll see. Since Gibeon's shiny Zygarde left him, is that shiny Zygarde a wild Pokemon again? You could say so, but I wouldn't be surprised if eventually Amethio gets it. Inherits it or something. Imagine Mega Zygarde, oh boy. Sounds dangerous. There was a rumor that Fred will betray Liko and die, and that was not true. Somebody made that stuff up and spread it online, so it was a fabrication. Wow. Finally got someone to vote. Someone voted 6-5. Huh, interesting. Care to explain why you voted 6-5? Anyone? So the preview for the next episode looks interesting. Yeah, next episode is going to be very different. We went from what seemingly was going to be a happy ending to things kind of going completely wrong and bonkers. Like I said earlier in the stream, semi-dark ending to this arc. Sorry, misclick. I meant 7. Oh. I see. By the way, what's up, Devin? Liko dropped the Pokeballs in the episode 89 preview. Yes. Yep. Mega Zygarde would be OP, probably wouldn't be created. Maybe a little too strong. You think we will get the new Arc 5 preview next week? I would assume so. If not, then sometime during the break. But I would assume that next Friday they give us like a trailer or something. They'll show off a few things. Sup, Devin? Getting close to the end here, but yep. Good to see you here. Wow, 34 votes. Nice, guys. Alrighty. Anything else, guys? Kind of getting to the, getting to the end here, so. The floor is yours, everyone. Probably a trailer next week, then that's all we get for 2 weeks. There'll probably be, like, maybe some stuff here and there. There was some stuff that they did for, like, Terrestrial debut, during, last year's break during this time. So I imagine there'll probably be some info here and there. Like, we learned that Penny was going to show up at some point, so that was that. But, yeah. What do you think happened in the time skip? Probably training and maybe, trying to figure out what to do next or something. Power scaling, man, I just can't stand it when there's good here, though, but it irks me. Gotcha. Then we get a 1 hour special, I believe. Yep. Episode 90 and 91 airing on April 11th. I wonder how Roy's Crocodile and Quaxwell will evolve. Probably be put into an intense situation where they're forced to evolve or something. Yo, how's it going, Iona? How are you doing? Getting close to the end, but hey, we got some people showing up. How are you doing? Had a full house here. So Spinel does have a trick up his sleeve. Yep, he's about to do something. and is about to cause things to spiral into chaos. Amethio should get a Mega Pokemon. That would be cool. Yeah, you might. Oh yeah, that did happen during the interval. I thought it was after Horizon started back up again for the school arc. We learned that. You're right, my bad. No, you're good. Just here to, jump in there and, say, I remember. I did a video on Penny showing up. I remember doing that video last year. I'm okay, just woke up. How are you? I am doing pretty good. Getting a little tired here doing the stream at a different time than normal, but yeah. It's going alright so far today. I mean, I had a bit of a busy day, which is why I'm doing this at a much different time than normal, but yeah. It's been it's been one of those days, but I'm here. I'm doing alright right now. Just a little sleepy. The Mega Lucario, I guess it's fine. We just got one last season, which was but I get it's popular. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm just gonna say this. I'm kind of gotten to the point where I'm a wait and see person. Sure, I agree that it is kind of overutilized, but as long as it's executed properly, I don't mind it. But I guess the series is liking doing a lot of shiny Pokemon, which I think is kind of a choice, but so yeah, there's that too. I remember the video, I just misremember the timeline of events. Yeah, it's been a year, it's okay. Alright, y'all got anything else before we get, start wrapping things up here? I expect Liko will release the 7 heroes, or will she inherit them from Lucius? Things are kind of up in the air in that regard, considering, what they're about to all kind of go a little berserk here. Would have preferred him having a chestnut. That would have been awesome, because although I like X and Y, chestnut has been done dirty for years. Yep. He was brought back in the previous series, but we know how that went. I mean, it's a mega. I could have seen Roy potentially having, but probably not the one I would have chose for him. Gotcha. Fair enough. Do you think it's fine to just casually give characters shiny Pokemon? It's kind of random. I see what the series is trying to do. It's trying to differentiate it from previous Pokemon that's shown up in the past. You have a shiny Rayquaza, shiny Zygarde, shiny Lucario, shiny everything. Might take some of the uniqueness away from it, but yeah. I confess, I know time skip is a cool thing, but something feels off. After watching the recent episode, I came back to see the first one, and due to feeling nostalgic, I cried a bit. No, you're good. It's definitely going to be kind of a semi-darker ending than you get for some of these arcs, because usually, whenever we have these arcs, it's like a happy ending where oh, we saved the day, we saved the world, guys. And in this case, it's well, we kind of, stopped Gibeon, but, we didn't completely stop everything. Spinel's about to, do his thing. And things are about to go wrong. I don't want Liko to act like Ash Ketchum releasing Pokemon. Yeah! Would prefer if they didn't, release any other Pokemon. Just saying. It just makes shinies feel less special. Yeah, fair enough. I see why they're doing it, though. They're doing it to differentiate it, but yeah. Time skips are tricky to write, Mitchell. Seems you have the same mindset. A few times because I don't have issues. That don't have issues, man. I said earlier, if we're going to do this time skip, one way to kind of remedy things is to, have flashback sequences. Show certain moments where, like, maybe, like, you're like, oh, this Pokemon learned this move, then it shows, like, a flashback. It shows them, like, working towards that move for, like, a minute or something like that. That's kind of how you can get around that, but I don't know if the series is going to, like, do that. It'd be cool, though. Like how they gave a bunch of characters legendaries and journeys and made them feel less legendary and special. Yeah, I get ya. Good thing anime will still continues. Oh, okie dokie, I need to go for a second. No, you're good. I mean, I'm just let you know we're probably going to be ending things here soon, but so not to like disappoint you. Don't want you to go away and you come back, I'm gone, but we've been running for over 2 hours now, and I'm starting to get a little sleepy. I kind of extended this a little bit since we had a few people show up here at the end. So I didn't want to just drop everyone and go. Will we get the Gen 10 anime next fall? I don't know. It might not happen to 2027. Oh, Lord. Alright, anything else, guys? Even 50% Zygarde is considered to be insanely powerful. Like, it took on a bunch of gym leaders together, and now its scaling makes no sense. I mean, I get it, but like, let's be real. It was literally like dominating this battle this whole time. Like Liko, Dot, and Amethio teamed up, and they were getting stomped. And even though Flower Trick got it, toward the end, it technically didn't win. Still, it just was like, oh, you guys, proven your strength. You are actually pretty good. I'm gonna go now and return. I need to go. My planet needs me. And Zygarde dipped, and then he died on the way to his planet. That's a shame. Huh. Sure, seeing the flashbacks would make sense of things story-wise. Yep. Don't know if they'll do it. It'd be cool if they did, but yeah, we'll see. I like the fact there's more shiny Pokemon. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I do like it. It's fair enough. They made the shinies easier to get in the Scarlet Violet games. Yeah, a little too easy. I don't even have the shiny charm, and I literally got 2, not even trying. But yeah. Alright, anything else, guys? I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here in a minute. Any last minute things to say before I wrap things up here? When are we getting that Final Fantasy 13 Let's Play? That would be hilarious. Well, maybe if they decide to re-release it, I'll consider it, Devin. Talk to Square Enix about that and getting it on, PS5 or something. And then I'll think about it. Then again, gaming streams are kind of on hiatus right now until things kind of, get better in my personal life. So, do we all expect Liko Dot to be the main protagonist of Gen 10 more moving forward? No, I think that it's just going to be this series, personally. Zygarde, my time has come. See you in the next arc. Right? What's the name of that new character? Alt? You mean Alt? ULT? Imagine if its name in the dub is like Emmet or something. So it's Alt and then emit. Emit. Be corny though. Alrighty, guys. Anything else? This is the last call. Last call before I kind of wrap things up here. Let me use my alt real quick, like in Unite. Give him a funny English dub name. That'd be something. Alright, y'all. I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I'm getting a little tired. I need to kind of go and relax now before I head to bed. I will say thank you so much for, showing up here, Did this at a different time than I normally do, but, you guys showed up, and I appreciate y'all. Next week's stream will probably be at a regular time, too. Just letting you know. Don't know if it's going to be Saturday night or, sometime on Sunday. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, see you later, Hexter, Dexter, and Sharon. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate it. It's always a pleasure. You can meet a new character in episode 90, probably. It's nearly 3:30 a.m., so I better sleep. Alright, man. Sorry for keeping you up. But hope you have a good night and sleep tight. Get some good rest. Yep. Alright, since we're wrapping things up here, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. We got 36 votes, and the vast majority voted 10-9. So I'm going to end the poll. Yeah, overwhelmingly everyone voted 10-9. Thanks, Harlster. I appreciate it. I just had to kind of just accommodate things because I've just had some things going on in my personal life that hopefully will be getting better here. Hopefully by the time we get to Mega Voltage, the Mega Voltage arc, things will be a little bit better in a month, but I chose to stay up. Gotcha. Yeah, well, hopefully things are better by that point, but right now things are in a little bit of a flux right now, so. Anyways, I'm going to head out now. I need to, relax and then sleep, and then, I got another busy day tomorrow, so. Gotcha, Harlster. Thank you. Appreciate you showing up. So, we're going to go ahead and rate this episode 10 out of 10, if you guys don't mind. I thought this episode was great. It's one of my favorite Horizons episodes, personally. But anyways, we're going to get out of here. So, for everyone that's here, thank you so much for joining. Have a great day or night, Riverette. And I will see you all later. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bon voyage. See you later. Now I'm going to end the stream for real before I keep going on forever. So, bye.